Okie dokie. Everything seems to be working. And I've got a cat that wants to insist that she be right where she's not supposed to be right now. So it must mean we're back to streaming again. AWOL Trooper, Unhinged Feral, Grey Wolf, hi. We're doing some Batman stuff tonight.
Emotional damage.
Solo tier request to dad joke.
My friend said to me, "What rhymes with orange?" I said, "No, it doesn't." That's it. That's all I got. Where'd my red go? Hey, did you try to steal my red? I'm not in the mood for this. So since I've returned from ReaperCon, she's been like this a lot. It's one of the reasons why I took Monday and Tuesday. Well, I usually take Tuesday off anyway, but I did try to stream on Monday because I knew she would be potentially extra like this. Yeah. I have Dusk Cat, I have I Must Be in Your Way Cat, I have You Wanted to Have That Cat. I'm sorry, you can't have that. So I'm trying not to be like frustrated by her being here, but it's getting to be get to the point where it's like, I need you to get off my desk so I can bring the camera in so I can paint. Don't really need white right now. Should be fine. Just need the two more than likely. We will get this shitty zero out. Mm-hmm. Hi, sweetie. How are you? Can I share my desk with you? Is that going to be okay? Hmm? Aw, that's a beautiful crocheting. I can see where you get it from. Okay. You're doing that spicy thing. And you know what happens when you do the spicy thing is I evict you from the desk. Want to look up at the camera so people can see your pretty face? A very pretty crocheting that you got going on there. Hello, 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 hello. All right, we're going to give you a few more minutes of attention, and then I'm going to remove you from the desk. Okay? I need to get to painting. I have to do the thing. All right. And you hanging out on my desk mat is not the thing that I want to be doing right now. I've literally given you attention all day long. You're getting too comfy. Yeah. Okay. Ow. That's my back. It is my back. Thank you. Thank you. That's why she's been so aggressively loud lately. All right, where's my reference photo at? So we have a red, or a big top red, darker color. Catra. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So how were you? How was Nova for you? Unhinged. I saw you took some medals home. Congratulations to that. Ba-da-da. Ba-da-da. I was 99.99999999999% tired when I started my drive back. I'm glad I did not hang around for feedback from the judges because I would have been in a very bad state on Monday on that last push getting home. That's excellent. I would have cried instantly and just said, nope, no more. Would have been like, well, we'll try again next year. That's good. I did my I put mine into the case as quickly as I could because I didn't want to keep futzing with it. Like I'd finished the Michael Proctor class for freehanding, and I'd finished Jesse Evans' eye drawing class. And I was like, I could do that. But I was like, if I do that, then I'm going to keep going and going and going, and I won't be able to stop. So I had to put it all in the case, or I would have, would have been a bad time. Would have been a bad time. Because Proctor's class was kind of interesting. So, really, okay. Our red is blocking in. Hey, Antifreeze, how are you? My final haul from ReaperCon was 1 bronze medal. My expenditure was I got the large Sophie, the 75 millimeter Battle Sophie. I picked up something from Ignition Core Games. I got some of the Bombshell miniatures. Give me a second. I know exactly where everything's at. So I picked up her. I'll paint her up at some point. I got my Snow White sculpts. The Duel of Fate starter pack. I got this one, so I got a bunch of skeletons. I got her. I've got the Bombshell Scarecrow Plague Doctor. Hey. Yeah. The Super Chibis. I got my Pirate Shark. From the Kawi miniatures, I picked up the little cat. Picked up some brain dudes. This one? So, funny story about that, Farrell. I did get the Bard kitty that's singing to represent Catra at some point. Um, I did pick up the Lady Gravenhall figure as well. So, Lady Gravenhall was sculpted by Van Patten, if I remember correctly. Your own personal room so you can do your hobby things. That will be amazing. So me and Antifreeze actually hung out at ReaperCon a little bit. I need to plan better. I learned a number of things that I wish to do more, which is get fucking stickers made and get badge ribbons made. Um, so I got to hear about Antifreeze's room, his little man cave that he's building for himself, which will be awesome. Got to have some Chicago food. Got me an Italian beef. Was delicious. Next year we need to plan to do barbecue a little bit better. That was on me. Um, I'm not sure which way I'm going just yet. So the story behind the kitty is that Reaper runs publisher miniatures stories. No, I did not eat at the meat church, but I did pick up what I wanted to from there. I got me a pound of barbecue seasoning, or a pound of the chili seasoning like I wanted to. So I can start making up some brisket chili when the weather starts turning. That's not what I want. I want more of this. Turn blacker. Yeah. Brisket chili. Yep. I cook what some consider a true Texan chili, and I don't put beans in my chili. It's made with a pound of leftover smoked brisket that I cooked at some point this year. No beans. No beans. This is a carnivore's delight. I'll mix in, depending if they have it, a pound of deer sausage. You might be able to say it's just meat sauce, but I mean, it it's delicious. So the meat market that I take it to and let them have some. Uh, See, Farrell, me and you are the same. I dislike kidney beans. They have a weird texture. Uh, and I don't like weird texture. Yeah. As a kid, we were told to eat chili, and I just Mom always put kidney beans in it. I cannot stand them. I might do pinto beans on the side for myself this year. Well, I need to make pinto beans, to be honest with you. Because pinto beans are traditionally used in Mexican cuisine, and I do like refried beans. So, yeah. My parents were the same way, Auntie. But I was getting like McCormick chili, and it wasn't good because you got a lot more beans than you did meat. So if I'm going to do a beaned chili, I might mix out or I might slide out some of the. I might slide out 1 pound of meat for a can of beans. So I usually do 3 pounds of meat total in the chili. 1 pound leftover smoked brisket, cubed, ground brisket, and either ground not antifreeze, deer meat or beef. I know that. So when I make my chili, I bought the briskets on sale, and I froze that crap up immediately after I was done cooking it. Like I'd save the flat for myself, and then used it. But anyway, the meat market that I frequent, one of the guys goes, "That's like my top 3 chili." So I must be doing something right. Yeah. I made that over Memorial Day weekend. Was the last time I smoked the brisket. So when I make it, it'll sit on the smoker for 8 hours and cook. And then 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 cook. Yeah. Because I usually do mhm. When I was running an active D&D game, I would cook a brisket every so often. Wrong button. Welcome back. You could finally start streaming. And then you can be one of us antifreeze. We'll be there. One of us. Exactly. We can get you in on the collaboration nights. We can, I can introduce you to Kukia, and she'll want to stream with you. She likes to paint with you. She wants to be everybody's friend, and it's an amazing thing. Brown. whenever you want to. Uh, we usually start 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturdays. You're more than welcome to join us. I'm trying to work with Smiling to get him over to Discord to use it for the collaboration voice component of it, but you're always welcome to join us, Pharaoh. You and Runic. But I was telling a story about the freaking cat. I forgot. I got sidetracked a few times. So Reapers has Conwa Miniatures as one of their vendors, and they usually put up an award for it. So I need to enter something. However, the number of times we saw Ghost Kitty was a lot. So I need to look to see if I can replace Ghost Kitty with a different one. Because they sold out of a lot of them at ReaperCon as well. And I mean, it's not that Ghost Kitty is wrong. Ghost Kitty's beautiful. It's just, I want to do something different than Ghost Kitty. To be honest. Because sometimes I feel like if you do something that's been done a lot, you're kind of judged against the merits of it. Let me ponder that, and when me and Smiling talk this weekend, we're going to figure out some things. Because if he goes back to Nova, I might go to Nova and do it to mix it up. Because I too have the competition bug. And if I'm going to do ReaperCon, I need to start planning my entries out 6 months in advance of when it actually happens. Also, Antifreeze, are they going to send out a survey? I haven't checked my anti email recently, but for suggestions and improvements. Okay, that's fine. I want to be on the lookout for it because I have thoughts and I would like to express them in a manner that is correct. You're okay, my love. Hi. Hello. No, we're not in the mood right now. Please stop. Chill. No, 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 no. Down. Can we calm down just a smidge? I love you dearly, sweetie, but right now is not the time. And thank you. Get some nom noms. I had me some pork chops with green beans and a potato. I forgot to get stuff off my front porch, which means during the ad break, I'm going to go do that. Because I have cold brew tea in there. Boom, boom. Mm. Whoop, 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 whoop. No, no. I see you calculating over there. Please calm down. Okay? I know I'm not asking for a whole lot right now, but relax, my love. Relax. That's actually a freaking strawberry spelt he has on. Son of a biscuit. Dang you, Crane. Dang. That was not the right color. That's still not that color, people. Why is this weekend going to suck compared to any other weekend? I mean, I came back and I started right in the shit show, so. Oh, moving stuff. Okay. Could be worse. See, now antifreeze, that's the hardest thing that I found when I moved my offices. I have an office that is essentially the closet of doom. I don't open the closet unless I absolutely know that it's in there. Yeah, that I want to do the same thing. I want a closet that has the same exact thing that you want. The problem is that when I redid this office, I did not go to the Container Store like I should have immediately and said, I need to get Container Store shelves. Because the FJ Alpha whatever storage system, they can custom make a shelving rack for you really easily and conform it to the dimensions that you want. I didn't do that. Instead, I loaded my closet up. Yeah. So that shelf right there, son of a biscuit, it died. 1 second. So those shelves right there are essentially on that closet systems things. So you get two running boards that run down the side of it, and then you can put it what you want across. So much more convenient, so much nicer, so much nicer. And then you can convert it to whatever you want it to be. So you can make the shelves as big or as small or as whatever you want them to be. And you're not sitting there having to fight with something that comes from Home Depot. Because that's what I did. Yeah. Very modular. Extremely modular. Like that whole shelf, I have more room that I can go up and down. I don't like the one that has the to be painted miniatures on it because the to be painted miniature one was on a different. The shelves don't sit flush with each other unless you get like a special shelf, and I don't have the special shelf. 100, 50 to 100, if I'm not mistaken. They have a full wall anchor. Calabloom! How are you? Oh, I didn't do my shoutouts. Need to be doing that. If you're not, give Grey Wolf a follow. Unhinged Pharaoh. Hellblum. They're amazing people. I forgot to do all of that. Um, but they hold a decent amount of weight, Auntie, like a decent amount. They are amazing. They do amazing crochet projects. They do amazing painting stuff. How was your day? Celebloom. I can understand that heckin' long. That's why I went to Home Depot and I got the Everlast one. I got it out of the box and said, I ain't putting this in this closet. I'll go back and fix it eventually. We'll be at a year soon. I ain't fixed it yet. Yay, what's for dinner? What's for them dinner noms? Yeah, that also works too. With the price of wood, that can be pretty quick too. That can get pretty expensive too. Ah, Cajun shrimp boa with fully loaded baked potato salad. Sounds delicious. Sounds delicious. I'll let you enjoy the shrimp all by yourself. I'm not much of a shrimper. Yeah. So I go to the Torchy's place, antifreeze, and the lady's like, "Do you like spicy food?" I go, "I love spicy food." They go, "Well, you should try this shrimp taco." I said, "I don't do seafood." Much sadness was had. But that place was heckin' solid. See, I was having trouble finding things on their menu, or I would have done the jerk chicken taco. I do love me some jerk chicken. Yep, I'm gonna need the wipe eventually. Yep, we're gonna just go ahead and get that out right now. Nom nom nom. Nom 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 nom. Antifreeze gave me the nummies. Again. Want this because I want to. Yeah, I know. It's all good. Unfortunately, it's not my go-to. I did a lot of lake fishing with my dad back in the day, but eating cat was never my jam. I only found something I made antifreeze. He goes, ooh, that's nasty. What do you mean? It doesn't collect all the crap from the Mississippi. It's fine. It's now the Gulf of America. It's perfect. What could possibly go wrong? What? That doesn't happen. Sweetie, not right now. No means no. Ahoy, hoy, 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 hoy. Florida does have ocean on both sides. How you doing there, Blue? You guys aren't. Give Crucial Blue a follow. They're currently working on a. Uh, Alpha. That's this self system. Hi. Can I help you? Hmm? Huh? It came from the Container Store. Um, Pretty sure you have those in the DFW area somewhere. I love you. We forgot to get the Amazon packages. Um, I kind of like the Container Store stuff just a little bit more than the IKEA stuff. Because I mean, you could do IKEA hacks all the way through it, but it's just I think the IKEA hacks get more expensive than people realize. So how you doing today, Blue? So I have 36 inches across, and I have two wall brackets. Um, I don't have a tape measure on me. Or easily accessible right now. I'll tell you how wide those things are. Forever exhausted. I know that feeling. I walked back into work today and I was like, well, everything's on fire and everybody demands an answer from me. So it's like, okay, well, can I not? And see, people are like, well, how was your trip? I was like, it's great until I log back in. Get some water my palate a little bit. I got new condiment bottles so I could do this easier and not accidentally like over wet my paper. Nailed it first try. Thank you for that stretch. Jay, how are you, sweetie? Ah, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's probably true. Because the shelf on the wall, Auntie, that's much bigger. That's probably 72 all the way across. Oh, so it's just you and Alpha cuddling it up? I need to put up the BRB, and I need to go recover something from the front porch. When I get back, remind me to post something to Discord. Give that a check on Discord there, Jay. I got Catra a leash and a harness so I could try to take her outside a little bit. Not far, just, just a little bit. And did not in fact like leash. Harness, not her friend. However, I'm not really letting her outside without that, so. Calm down. Yeah. I bought her one of those pink ones when I was at the PetSmart. And I've been trying to get her to wear it more frequently. So I put it on her last night when I gave her treats. I put it on her this morning a little bit and let her outside a little bit. Um, So I've been like trying to reward her when she wears it, so she gets a little bit more used to it. But it really messes with her ability to uh, walk somehow, because she does like the whole like paw awkward walking kind of deal. Since I put it to Discord, I can share it on stream. That's the image that I posted in Discord. I got a full leap harness on her, and she just sat there meowing constantly. She was getting more used to it, but I need to get her to become fully used to it before I let her kind of give her more room to roam with it on. But you know, trying to reinforce it, and then of course, when I'm making dinner tonight, because that was at lunchtime. She was nothing but a bear and a pain. She's been sneaking out and being a little bit more insistent on getting out now, at least the back door. And I don't understand why, but she has her flea and tick medicine for a reason. All right. Base codes are Ladung. Now, we need to start separating stuff. I did take a comic book class at ReaperCon. The teacher was interesting. It is. That's excellent. You should recognize the face in the hat. Where is Rosie Posey? Trying to find my other frickin' eye here. Bigger magnifying glass. I almost don't think he has one. I did manage to catch up on One Piece, and I was kind of sad that they went into filler arcs again. I was seriously. the Giants show up, and now we're going into filler arc. Yep, we're gonna say he only has one eye. Well, so I had an episode where the Giants show up, and then it goes back to, well, I watched the Kuma backstory. That wasn't filler. That was good. But then you had like the Chobro and Carrot telling the story of like where some of these characters came from. I'm like, I don't care, Oda. Piss off. Yeah. Um, I was watching that on, you know, yesterday. I was like, okay. So I had, two episodes. I was like really excited. I had two episodes. And then I get to episode 1 kind of talks a little bit about the Giants, and you kind of see Nika reform, and they're getting everybody out. It's like, yeah, great, cool. And then you have episode 2, and it's Chopper and Carrot retelling the story of how they met the first two guys. I'm like, no, F off. All right, so now we need to get our yellow squared away and cleaned up. But yeah, I was slightly saddened by that because I thought I was gonna get two like interesting episodes back to back, but it was interesting and then filler, and I was like, son of a biscuit. Hmm. We're gonna try something slightly different because I can. Yep, I think we're gonna keep with what we're doing.
Thank you. Visit _the_ chronicler coming in with the awesome people.
Aw, Visit! How are you, sweetie? Are you doing okay? Lotus K, how are you? Reaper was great. Reaper was great. Brought me home a bronze medal. I'm very respectable and glad I did. Thank you for that follow, G-Man. If you guys are not, please go give Visit the Chronicler a follow. They're a lovely human being most of the time. They are an amazing IT support help desk ticket as well. Whoops. I got a little out of whack. Rain was present, and I didn't feel like that I should humiliate him that way. Also, my brain was slightly dead. I'll be 100% honest with you. Aw, your doggo Drew drool. It happens to all of us, G-Man. Welcome to Twitch. Did you enjoy Nova, Lotus? Whoever sculpted this smoke, I would like to have words with them. Your wallet is now sad. Well, my wallet's going to be sad too. Be safe, G-Man. Hope your reset goes exactly as you wanted it to, and you are well rested and ready to fight tomorrow. If you're unable to do so, might I suggest #BlameVisit. Yes. I bought some new models as well. I completely didn't miss that base coating right there. A buzzing, crackling audio. Is it the music? Let me turn this off. Was it that solo? The music, okay. Good to know YouTube Music's doing that. All right. So Lotus wants to see is that one, which is the Ignition Core Bombshell Mech Mini. Spoopy Ghost Lady. I have some chibi knights and undead to paint with a necromancer. I have Sister Sophie 72mm scale. I have some bombshell chibis to paint. I have this cute little kitty on the RIP stone. Another cute chibi shark. I do have a captain for her as well. And the captain. Some brain duders. From there. Kawani minis. I have a couple of pirates to paint up. And then when I got home, I had this. The Escape from Treasure Island bust from Daniel Found Miniatures. I also have Sleeping Beauty ones as well. Yeah, so I have quite a bit to paint. I added to my pile of shame, but I've also been actively reducing it too, so. Oh. Next year streaming, I'll ask to see them. Yeah, those are the ones I had it. Oh, and I also got this. I got a stripping Jawa from Monster Den. And Otis we treat. Yep. So during one of his early streams, Jay, somebody asked Monster Den to draw something. So he drew a stripping Jawa. It became so funny that someone had actually sculpted it for him and made it a 3D printable miniature. Yeah. So one night I'm going to paint a stripping Jawa. Why? Because I have a color palette already selected for me. It is a purple and black skin. With golden eyes. What, Danny? That line's way too thick. Ooh, is it working out for you, Solo? No. But yeah, I also got my Kickstarter from Daniel Found, so I will be looking into OSL at some point in the near future. Well, not the near future. That figure is going to be a ways off. No. Pokemon! Welcome in. How are you? It was great meeting you as well. As we stood in line together to get our miniatures from the place they were displayed. I really enjoyed your mermaid. I really want to do a vibrant color scheme, but I struggle with it so much sometimes. That's sad. You had to go all. So the number of times that I forgot something on the 11th floor was way too damn high. So I'd get down, I'd be like, all right, it's time to paint. Get all my stuff out. I go, son of a biscuit, I'm missing something. I'm missing something. I can't believe I'm missing something. So I'd have to go back up to the 11th floor, get something else, get all the way back downstairs and be like, oh, it's time to paint. Missing this. Son of a biscuit. Hi. No, 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 Katra. Down. Stay over there. My assistant, Katra, whose head can be seen on screen as she slinks down just a bit, is extra sassy to this deed. Extra sassy. I'm going to be not happy tomorrow when I have to go back into the office. I mean, she wasn't a majestic lion when I had her harness on her today. She was the anti-majestic lion. She was trying out for the MGM lion with her mighty roars. my haul bag and my paint bag was yeah, give me a second. I still have it up. See? So majestic. So happy. So happy with me today. When I was at the pet store before I left for ReaperCon, they had harnesses on sale, or they had harnesses easily accessible. And I said, ooh, let me grab one of those. In the hopes and attempt that if she would accept wearing it more frequently, I would let her outside a little bit more often, leashed and supervised. Oh, she was not a happy kitty. But towards the end of it, she was starting to actually kind of enjoy it a little bit, but I'm like, it's time to go back inside. She kind of accepted her fate just a smidge. So we may try again tomorrow a little bit, but we'll see. We shall see. But thank you for stopping in on by, Pokey. That was really nice meeting you as well at ReaperCon. The Reaper of Cons. we both have goals and aspirations to do better next year. I have the same figure as well. Um, I think I know what I want to do to fix her, by the way. I think I need to make this piece blue. No? There, over there. Thank you. The purple's not working for me. I think I need more blue. The blue, the coral, and the red, and the orange will probably work very well together. That, or we completely rebase coat it, as would be is tradition with me. Yeah. So that's kind of the idea that I was going for, Jay, was a little bit of coral. I wanted like orange, coral, blues, and teals. I wish I had stuck around a lot more for the feedback loop, but I had a choice: to get the feedback and delay my drive back, or drive back and get home a little bit earlier. And I elected to come home earlier, so I could get home to see my kitty because I was missing her for something fierce. So I wish I'd stuck around a little bit for that. Yeah. I drove 13-ish hours, so it was I mean, I had to split it up over 2 days, but I didn't want to be driving too much in the dark. Not that it doesn't bother me, it's just people get weird in the dark. I'm in Georgia. I'm in Atlanta, um, specifically. It was, yeah. I didn't fly because I wanted to drive because I heard too many horror stories. So I elected to drive, and really glad I did. Just, it'd been a long time since I'd done a long drive, and I was a little feral from it. Like, I really like doing long drives sometimes. It's kind of nice. But drive was messing with me some way that I didn't want it to. But it was cool seeing Monster. It was cool seeing Gentry. It was cool meeting the Gilded Brush. It was cool meeting Pokey, Cutie Patootie, Cutie Patootie's boy thing, Aspire Painting, the Gel Tip, Muse's Touch, all the people. Lion Creative, yeah. Big Lion, Little Lion, Mama Lion. I actually own his bust. I need to paint it. Um, that might be the next bust I mess with. Actually. Yep. Mama Lion and the cub. It was She had him for the award ceremony because apparently he didn't want a nap and they couldn't find a sitter. Something along those lines. I'm not quite sure. I could be speaking out of my rear. That one? I have the same one. That's what we need to do, Pokey. We all need to pick a weekend in the coming, in a little bit of time and say, we're all going to paint it and we're all going to tag Monster Den Minis and see and have him judge to pick his favorite one. As a joke. You handed all these out. Now you have to judge which one's the best one. Yeah. Because I know I got one, you got one. Who else got one? Just out of curiosity. Did Gilded get one? Good evening, Howard. How are you? Getting over the flu. I'll reach out to Gilded when I see him next, and I'll see if we can find a date. I'll tag everyone in a Instagram post and be like, our deadline to make Monster Den smile and laugh uncontrollably is this time. And I'll make sure to do it at a time that's not the Council of Miniature Painters. But I'll reach out to those two and see if they're up for it. Just as a goof off thing. I mean, how he created it was a goof. Everybody smile and everybody laugh. That's the one rule of it, is you have to laugh and enjoy it. What's the pupper do? Huh? What pup do? Ba, na, 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 na. I want just a little bit of something to come around here. Not a lot, just a little bit. Oh, so dog just did what dogs do, and they do the woof 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 woof. How much is that dog in the window? Woof woof. Need a little something there. Yeah, a little something on there. So, I was wondering the same thing. Would she be glued toward the money bag? Or would she be glued towards the lights, right? Yep. So she's supposed to go like that? But then I could also see this being the way as well. Okay. So we put the bag in. So do you do it just a little bit offset? So the toes were pointed towards the loose cash or the loose creds. Okay. I wouldn't know. I've never been in a strip club. Things I've never done in my life. Where's Grim Dark Barbie when we need her? I'm sure she's been in a club or two. She's Floridian. Oh, was that what fell over? Sounded like a brush ran off my desk. That was terrible. My mode line cleanup. There's some nasty ones running through there. It appears to have lips. Yes. I just. Oh. Well, then. We should probably have a conversation with Quantum, because I believe he actually sculpted it. Yep, now that you've pointed out, I cannot unsee it. Epic Cheese TV, how you doing there, friendo? Me and Pokey were talking about doing a little goof off painting challenge to get post ReaperCon drop going away, and we all just kind of paint up this miniature that Ed gave us, which was a stripping Jawa. I was going to tag whomever had one. You heard me. You heard me. We came back from ReaperCon, and we're all just a little sad and depressed. While we were there, we met the amazing, the venerable Monster Den Minis Ed. During one of his streams, someone had jokingly said, Ed, draw a sexy Jawa. So he drew a stripping Jawa. I didn't hear about that at all. Because I think there was still some left in. They just didn't get released out. So Ed had someone create this, but we have a bantha stick for their pole. We have a stripping Jawa, and I thought it would be funny to paint it And then we all gave ourselves like 2 or 3 weeks, and we have Ed from Monster Den judge it. I know there were empty booths in the vendor hall, but I don't remember the police ever being there. I know they had one 3D printer that was reselling something from Dragon Trappers or whatever. Visit was telling me about it, but it was a pretty relaxed event for the most part. I didn't get a chance. I got to meet Gene Van Horn, which was a lot of fun. Because he sculpted the Cloud Giant. I look forward to painting something from him again. He does the Mouselings, and I look forward to painting them because they're so cute. I should have worked with a spider. Okay. I will try to figure out what that's doing because I'm not getting it on my end. It could be something from YouTube. Do I need to turn it down some? Apparently there's a buzz. I turned it down. Does that help? I will try to reinstall the YouTube music player app properly again and see if that fixes it. That's what I was trying to do. I was trying to lighten up his mask. Okay. I turned it down a great deal. I'll have to figure out what's going on with it. I got away from using YouTube music or Spotify because it was crackling too much for me. Like I would hear it on my side and it would randomly drop sample rates like way low. And I didn't like that and it bothered me. So I'd switched over to YouTube Music and it hadn't been doing it. But now it's starting to do it apparently. So I will put that on my list of things to look at. Thank you for bringing that to my attention, Solo. It's a bantha stick. So the Tusken Raiders used bantha sticks, and they had kind of a weird texture piece to the top of it. So technically, this is all supposed to be some kind of rare wood, and then this would be like some kind of brass piece. Yeah, it was apparently it was the YouTube audio. Now Dragon Con taking down AI booths and police being involved, I'd believe that. Those people can be fucking weird sometimes. What are you doing, nerd? You're okay. AI art and police being involved? Were the buzzing sound that was going on in my apparently the ears of everybody. But no, you're all good, AWOL. The only thing we need from you, sir, is your undying love and affection. And a good vibe. Oh, biscuit. I forgot to put my raid timer out. Oops, sorry. Aw. Yeah. Um. Yeah. If you look up like a Jawa bantha stick, that's what she's dancing on. Some it does, some it doesn't. It just depends. I mean, it's good that they were taking it down, but it's a little poopy for somebody else. Yeah. So mimicry of artist is more scare is a little less scary than AI art, but I can understand why they removed it. Because I mean, it's hard for people to tell the difference between um, imitated art and actual art sometimes, especially if you're talking like comic artists. A lot of that stuff can really run together, and you're like, who did that again? You be safe, Pokey. Enjoy your store. I'll tag you on Instagram when I make the post calling out for the deadline. Yeah, I can see that. Well, the bigger you are, sometimes the more they get away with stuff like that, and they never get called out on it. It's like, okay, whatever. Well, we have a new raid target tonight, just as an FYI. We're going to meet somebody new that I met at ReaperCon. Need to block line right there. I saw that on Instagram. That's pretty cool. Smiling Beagle Studios took a gold and a silver. Unhinged Feral took a silver and a bronze, I want to say. Yeah. So here I am painting and just struggling, trying to do my thing. And I'm like, cool, now I got to keep up with these guys. But that's all right. I like keeping up with those. I like trying to keep up with the Beagle. Keeps me honest. Yeah. His wizard bust got a gold and best in bust gold in the apprentice category. His witch's brew took a silver, and his other figure that he spent like the most amount of time on didn't do squat. Which was kind of funny And he laughed about it. Good deal. Adeptus Drunkos! Hi. Do you like twerking sharks? Have you met our Lord and Savior, Jeff? Jeff is the way. Okay. Brush is down. I think we just need to do the base on him. We're going to call him done. I feel like he's pretty much squared away. So, of course, as Adeptus shows up, kind of means we're at the end of our night. No, this is... We're going to start the raid. Because we're going to raid in and they're going to be like, son of a biscuit, we're about to go do ads. I'm like, ha ha ha. So this is the Scarecrow. It just looks really shiny. From Batman the Animated Series. I actually kind of like how he turned out. Kind of like it. The photo will look much better when I post it. So, I want to say thank you to everyone. You have a great Wednesday. Yep. From the board game. You are correct. It's a lot of fun. It's from IDW. But thank you all. Be amazing. Love yourselves. And let's go scare Muse's Touch.